do about 10 episodes together, like a review. You're right, even in life, that's what it is. You know what to expect next, there's no time for different. Welcome to Yogaxpress, the mobile stretch clinic that takes yoga to the people. Once again, we have our wonderful participants back for more. Josiane Hurd to my extreme right, Tony Taylor to my immediate right, and Jamie Avery to my immediate left. Before we go ahead with all our other little infomercials, I would like to get some feedback about our stretches yesterday. Jamie, how did you feel yesterday?
I felt great. Really felt awake.
Is there any advice you want to give our viewers about balance postures? We did a lot of balancing yesterday, and you had some wonderful comments to make just before we got on the show. You were talking about balancing.
Yeah, I didn't really push myself or try to do many of the balances, but when I've taken dance classes, I'd always do them.
Right.
So I was wondering if it was different, and in dance class you learn to pull up on your muscles and tighten them, and pull in your core.
Yes, that's what we talk about in yoga too. You focus on tightening your core muscles. So you're talking about lower abdominal muscles, upper abdominal muscles, your gluteals, your sphincters, your pelvic sphincters. So you tighten yourself. So you made a wonderful observation just before we started this episode. You said, when we start focusing inward, or I think I may have used the word inward, but you made a good observation. You said maybe that's what happens, then we don't look outside of us. So we're focusing on the inside. So focus inward, focus on your body. It's about your health, it's about preventive healthcare. So if we focus inward, our balance improves. And actually, yes, you also suggested to Tony, maybe we can, was it you, Josiane? You said look at the camera in front of you. Yeah. So something that's quite at a distance in front of you, because if you're looking at something about 2 to 3 feet ahead of you, that means you're looking down just a little bit, which means your focus has to already be fairly good. It's only going to help you when you look at something too close to you, it's going to help you keep your balance only if you already are halfway there. But if you think you're very new to balance postures, you might want to look at something further ahead.
Right. It helps because it elevates
you. Elevates you. Very nice. So that's why when we go into the tree posture and we close our eyes, we have nothing to focus on, we get out of balance. Good point. Thank you, Josiane. Tony, you might find that might be very useful today. We have a couple of balance postures left. But tell me before we go ahead, how did you feel though?
I've been coming to the taping a few times, and I feel that every time I improve a little bit.
Fantastic.
I had a terrible problem with my sciatica. My balance was totally destroyed, and while it's still a very minimal, I feel that there have been an improvement.
Fantastic, and that's what it is. We don't want to get too ambitious. You want to move 1 millimeter every day, that's enough. If you can feel that improvement, Tony, can we send you the bill?
Yes.
So you don't have to go back and get any injections. I don't know if you are, but folks at home, if you have any health issues already, you might find a lot of relief stretching with us. So stay with us. Our program airs Monday through Friday, 1:30 p.m. on Time Warner 57, RCN 84, and FiOS 35. We're open to all ages and fitness levels, so just come over. You can walk. Even right now, we have a spare mat. That's for anyone who wants to wander by, feels like stretching just a little bit. Make sure you just enter a posture at the beginning of the posture. Don't get into it halfway, because you're not going to feel balanced. We have also a delightful crew in the control room. We have Claudia Atkinson, Danny Darrow, and Rich. Thank you so much to all of you for helping us. And let's get back into a balance. If you want to visit my website, www.yogaexpress.com. And what did I do with those wonderful postcards? Yes. Write to me, banusuresh at gmail.com for a postcard, free postcard of the 48 stretches. 48 Plus is also available as a fridge magnet. Stick it on your fridge. Don't give us any more excuses, please. And a business card with the 48 stretches on the back. So stick it on your fridge, put it in your wallet, wherever you want to, and carry it in your bag. Let's continue with our balance postures today. And people at home, if you have a difficulty with your balance postures, first of all, remember, learn to forgive yourself. That's what yoga is all about. We are not going to beat ourselves up about coming out of a posture, out of turn. It's perfectly all right. You come out, get right back in. Yesterday, we stopped at halfway through a posture called Garudas, and Garuda is eagle. Today, we're going to complete that posture. In fact, we're going to get back into that posture as a whole. So let's get into that. Transfer your weight to your right leg. Raise your left heel just a little bit, and we're going to take, with your hands, move your left thigh over the right thigh. Now, Tony, you want to hold on to something? Hold on to my shoulder.
Sure.
Move your left knee or left thigh over your right thigh. If you feel strong today, try to twine your left foot around your right ankle or calf. Now, you got your left leg over. I'm going to raise my right arm, fold the right hand at the elbow, place my right elbow over the left elbow, and clasp your palms together. Now bend your knee if you have to. Inhale. Let's come up. Release the left leg, and then release the arms. No prizes for guessing why you release your legs first. Any idea why we release the legs first?
I think I released my arm first.
No, but I suggested to people to release the legs first.
Balance.
Yeah, exactly. Very simple. Yoga is all about common sense. You release your legs first so you don't get out of balance, and you don't start beating yourself up about getting out of balance. So Tony, maybe you want to come this side for this posture, the other side of the posture. Don't forget, you need to balance all your postures. Transfer your weight to your left leg. Raise your right heel just a little bit. Lift your right thigh with your right hand, and move your right leg. Wrap your right foot around your left calf or ankle, wherever you feel comfortable today. Now, right leg is raised. So right leg is over left leg. So inhale, raise your left arm, and exhale. Left elbow goes over the right elbow. Wrap your arms together. Clasp your palms together and hold. Look at a point in front of you that does not move. Now, if your knees are bent, inhale, straighten your leg. Exhale, release the right leg. Inhale and exhale, and release your hands. The reason we look at a point straight ahead, again for our viewers, if you're not very confident of your balance today, you look at a point further ahead, and as Josiane said, the higher it is, the better your balance. If you look at, let's say we're looking at the belt right in front of us, about 2 to 3 feet ahead, it's only going to help us if we already are comfortable with our balance. Let's get into the next posture. It's called ragdoll. It's a wonderful, wonderful rest posture, actually. Standing rest. I think we all need a little bit of rest. Heels together, toes slightly apart. Inhale, bring your arms up to shoulder height. I'm going to stagger myself. Tony, you might want to come forward. How does it look? Josiane, okay, you're going back. I'll come forward. Inhale, bring your arms up to shoulder height, palms facing down. Keep inhaling, turn your palms in, take your arms all the way overhead. This time, cross your hands and clasp the opposite elbows. And now, once you've clasped your opposite elbows, bring your elbows back. Now, keep your chest nice and open, raise your chin, inhale, and we are going to exhale and fold from the hip and suspend our body in midair. Suspend the upper half, suspend our torso in midair, not our body. Just a torso. Exhale and fold. We are still making the connection here because we are holding our opposite elbows. Typically, if you just leave your hands limp, you're going to feel relaxed, but at the same time, you're not going to be working too many muscles, maybe just the sciatic nerves and the hamstring stretch. So let's just keep exhaling. If you want to keep going deeper, but you should feel a delicious stretch in the back of your legs. Inhale, keep your back straight. Let's come up. Exhale and release. Now, I'm going to stagger myself. We all want to go back on our mats about 2/3 in the back because we're going to come down in mountain posture. So actually, yes, 2/3. Okay. Inhale, bring your arms up to shoulder height, palms facing down. Keep inhaling, turn your palms in, and clasp your palms together. And we're going to fold over and bring our hands about 2 to 3 feet away from our feet. Exhale, place your palms on the floor. When your palms touch the ground or your hands touch the ground, take your left foot back and then take your right foot back. Make sure your palms are shoulder width apart and your feet are hip width apart, and then bring your upper body as close. I wouldn't say close, as deep as you can, as close to the floor as you can. And hold. Keep breathing, hold your breath, hold your posture, not your breath. Now we're going to inhale and we're going to bring our right leg between our hands. Inhale. And if your foot does not get as far as you want it to go, use your hands and move it forward. Wiggle it forward. Very gently, you're going to place your left knee on the floor. Josiane, be careful if your knee is tender today. Place your left knee on the floor. Place it down. We're all going to place it down. Place both your hands on your right knee and come back just a little bit. Now, you want to make sure, I need you to watch at home, you want to make sure that your knees are not too far over your toes. You want to be careful that you don't tear any muscles, any ligaments anywhere. So you want to be sure that they are nicely aligned right over your right foot. Right knee aligned over the right foot. Now, you can uncurl your toes if you had them curled before. Going to inhale. Now, your right knee is out. So your left arm goes up. Inhale, raise your left arm. Exhale, place your left elbow over your right knee. Push your right knee in with your right hand if you need to. And then place your right palm over your left palm. Look up at the left elbow and hold. Inhale and release the arms first. And then we're going to switch legs. Tony, you doing okay?
Yes.
Okay, good. Now, Tony has done the right thing. He has kept his foot flat. But folks at home, remember, if you curl your toes for the sake of balance, you will feel a greater pressure on the knees. So you have to make the choice. Do you want to go deeper into your posture or do you want to hold your balance? You have to strike that understanding with yourself. You have to have an understanding with your body. Now, place your right knee on the floor for now. Bring your left foot forward. Now, bend the left knee as deep as you can without letting it cross over the toes. And if you want to go deeper, if you want a deeper pelvic dip, take your right leg all the way back. So you're getting closer to the ground.
That's even more
So
comfortable.
it is more comfortable, isn't it? You feel that beautiful stretch in the quadriceps, in the front of your right thighs. Now, place both the hands on the left leg. Now, you've got your left knee out, so we're going to push the left knee in. Inhale, raise the right arm. Already, we should feel a beautiful oblique stretch right here on the right side. Exhale, dip the right elbow over the left knee. Keep exhaling. Wring your body out nice and deep. And place the left palm over the right palm. Look up at your left elbow. Inhale and release the hands first. Then release your legs. Let's go into cat position. That's on all fours. We're going to come down. Is that a sigh of relief, Tony? Are you calling me
No.
names? Let's get on our hands and feet. So your knees are hip width apart. Your hands are shoulder width apart. Your fingers are nicely splayed. And again, remember, if you keep your toes curled in, you will feel a greater pressure on the knees. So if you have tender knees today, uncurl your toes. You're still in a cat posture. You're still going to have to do it both ways. But if you're more comfortable keeping your toes uncurled throughout this posture, let's do it that way. I'm going to curl my toes in when I inhale. So today my knees are fine. As we inhale, we're going to bring our chest out, chin up, and we're going to dip the middle part of our body as low as we can. So the butt goes out and the torso comes down. So let's do that. Inhale. And exhale and arch your back, uncurl your toes. Completely empty your body of as much air as you can. Let's try that one more time. It's like a wave motion. Inhale, curl your toes in. Exhale, arch your back. This is a wonderful spinal flexion and inversion. It's not really an inversion when you arch your back, but it still is a beautiful movement of the spine. It's like a wave. So we've done that twice. Let's stay with that. We've balanced that posture, done it twice. So let's come forward on our knees. Let's stand up on our knees. And we're all going to turn to the left so you can see us in profile. This is a camel posture. Ustrasana. Ustra means camel. Asana is posture. Your knees are about hip width apart. Now, if you want to feel a greater intense stretch, a deeper tightening of the lower back muscles, you can keep your knees together, and you'll also find that your quads will feel a deeper sensation when you have your knees closer. I'm going to keep my knees apart about 5 to 6 inches. Place your palms on your butt. Tighten your gluteal muscles, your lower back muscle. Gluteals are your butt muscles, lower back muscles, and the front of your body will actually stay firm, but you don't contract at this time. We're going to exhale and glide our palms down the back of our thighs and try to reach out to the right heel with the right hand and left heel with the left hand. Keep inhaling and exhale when you get past midpoint. Hold on to both your heels. And then once you've got hold of your heels, you don't have to be all the way back. Those of you, Jamie, that's wonderful. Jamie's got her hands on her heels. So does Josiane. Be very smart. If you don't want to go back all the way today, do what Tony is doing. Place your hands and just glide them maybe halfway down the back of your thighs. Just be safe. Make the connection. Don't leave your hands in midair. So I'm going to try and go back. And once you go back all the way, you want to tilt your pelvis forward. Now, let's inhale. Bring your palms back to your buttocks. And very gently inhale. Come up. Raise your head. And release. Now, let's not turn. We're still going to stay in the same direction as we are right now. We're going to sit down on our heels. We are going to go back into a posture called Supta Vajra. Vajra is diamond, Supta is supine. And folks at home who have experienced different schools of yoga some of you may want to sit down between your feet. I would not recommend that at this stage. It's pretty intense. So I would suggest just sit on your heels. Keep your knees as close together as you possibly can. Now, we want to stagger ourselves. So, Tony, you're there, so I don't want to hit you, so I'm going to go to one side. Place your palms behind you. Make sure your fingers are pointing outward. And raise. Raise your chest. Inhale. Bring your head back. And very gently place... Oh, no. Actually, you want to turn your palms in. Very gently place your right elbow on the floor. And then your left elbow goes down. And keep your head tilted back. We're going to give you a little bit of a variation. Stay in your positions if you can. I'm going to inhale and come up. Very nice. Now, what we're going to do, Tony has tender knees today. So what he's going to do, inhale, come up very gently. When you're inhaling, come up. Yes, inhale and come up. Do what Jamie has done. When you're inhaling, press with your hands and come up. Be safe. Always lift your head last. You want to come up, and your neck you should be very careful with the back of your neck, so you don't want to come up suddenly. Do it gently. We have a slight variation to this. Now, if you have tender knees, as Tony might have today, now Tony has done this posture before, I know, but what you want to do is just vary it just a little bit. You don't want to go down all the way. If you just want to go down just to feel the beautiful quad stretch, just go down as much as you can and tilt your head back. And then we come back. So we could do that. That's a variation, except that you won't feel the intensity as much today, but you will tomorrow. I'm sure, Tony, tomorrow when you come back, you're going to be able to get straight into this posture. But tomorrow we're not going to do this posture. We're going to do another one. We're going to Shashank or rabbit. Now, this is a simple forward fold, but it's also very effective. It compresses your lower abdominal organs. So we're just going to go forward. Sit on your heels. Are you okay with your knee today? You don't want to fold it back.
That one.
Now, Josiane has tender knees today, so she won't fold her right knee. Her right knee has been hurting for a while, right? And you've still been very brave. You still came back on the show. Thank you. Now, if you have tender knees and you don't want to fold your foot back, that's fine. Do what Josiane's doing. She's going to go forward, but you might want to sit on a brick, Josiane. Sit on the brick so you don't feel the weight on your knees, right? And Tony, you may want to use a brick too. It's very comfortable. So what we're going to do is fold forward. Inhale. Bring your arms up to shoulder height. Palms facing down. Keep inhaling. Take your arms all the way overhead. Clasp your palms together. And this time we're going to fold from the hip, keeping our back straight. Keep exhaling. Make sure your elbows are off the ground, your palms are flat in front of you, fingers played apart, and your hands are about shoulder width apart. Now, if you're able to, and I think Jamie has been able to do that, if you're able to touch your forehead to the ground, that's even better. It's a wonderful, wonderful compression of your lower abdomen against your upper thigh. Inhale, clasp your palms together. Let's come up, keep your back straight. Use your lower abdominal muscles. Do not use your leg strength. Exhale and release. Let's go into Ardha Matsyendra. Matsya is fish. Matsyendra is the name of a sage. Ardha Matsyendra is half lord of the fishes. It's named after a sage. Probably sat in that posture for years. I have no idea why, but we're going to go into that twist. Tuck your left heel under your right butt. We're going to take our right leg over the left knee. Now, there is a slight difference between this posture and the cow face. In Ardha Matsyendra, you keep your right foot flat. The left foot faces back. And we'll show you the difference when we come to cow face. Push your right knee in with your hands and torque your body a little to the right. Inhale. Now, right knee is up. Inhale and raise the left arm. Inhale. Exhale. Bring the left elbow over the right knee. And push your right knee in. And try to clasp your left knee, or you can hold on or touch any part of your right leg and turn. Place your right hand behind you and turn. Feel a wonderful ringing of your obliques. Just turn back. Keep breathing. Don't forget to breathe. Inhale and release. Release your left hand first, and then release your right leg. And let's release the other hand and the other leg. Let's switch legs. Place the right foot under the left butt. This time we're going to take the left. Your folds are getting very good. You're getting much better. Nice. We're going to take the left leg over the right knee. Remember, place your left foot flat on the ground. Just so I don't slip, I'm going to come all the way on the mat. Your right foot faces back. The heel of your right foot faces the back of the room. Now, push your left knee in with your hands and torque your body a little to the left. Hold on to your left knee with your left hand. Inhale, raise the right arm. Exhale, bring the right elbow over the left knee and clasp either your right knee or your right ankle, wherever your hands would reach today. Place the left hand behind your buttocks on the floor, on the mat, and turn to the left. You should feel a wonderful ringing of the middle part of your body, of your torso. It's a little hard to breathe in this posture, but please do not forget to breathe. Inhale, release the right hand first, then release the left leg, and then release the left hand. And the right hand. How does that feel?
Good.
Feels good, huh?
I love
I haven't
twisting.
done, that's
I love
right.
twisting.
I haven't done a twist in ages. Let's balance this twist with a forward twist. Now, keep your left leg extended and sit on a brick. Tony, very smart. Sit on a brick if you have to, but if you're not comfortable, this posture may... Actually, no, that's fine. Sit on a brick. I think you'll feel better. Fold the right leg